Where are our kids today? Kids are in a different world today. They are kids on screens in COVID. This parenting course is for families in a new world where COVID has led to fear and new regulations and way more screen time and isolation. We are here to help your home team succeed in this new world. My name is Will, co-founder of the Pocarews Point Card Reward System brand of kids products and software and parenting courses and books. Here we are talking about our GSIA, Game, Social Media, and Internet Addiction course. This video is an overview to the whole course where we talk about how to figure out if your kid is addicted to games or the social internet, or other parts of the internet like gambling and pornography. You may not even know this. We describe what is in each module, what recent research says the effects of COVID have been on kids, preview, it has not been good, and give you real strategies for bringing kids who have got lost in the digital world back to the real world. We are parents, partners, and friends who care about someone who is addicted or slipping into addiction on the internet. This course gives you the big picture and many strategies to help. This is our longest video, so feel free to get some popcorn and pause it and pick it up later if you need to. Now, we need to say a few things up front. First, we are tech positive. We worked in the tech industry for many years. We may not know your situation exactly, but we have seen the trends for years. Kids and adults have got so many benefits from using software and apps on computers and mobile phones. We all use tech for talking to friends at school and at work. We also use it for games on personal devices, which almost all kids get by the time they are 10 or even earlier now. The graphics are beautiful. New, more immersive internet and metaverse environments are being built out now. Any problems we have with tech are here to stay and may get worse. So we are here to help. Help with what? Help with the bad effects of this technology. Some kids and adults suffer from game addiction, internet addiction, and other forms of screen time addiction we will go into in depth in this course. We want kids and adults to get the benefits of new technologies, but avoid the bad effects as much as possible. That is the purpose of this course. Tech use among kids and adults was trending up until COVID, and then COVID completely changed the landscape. Schools have closed and opened, and kids' screen time has gone from 3.5 hours per day in 2019 to over 7 hours per day now. Suicide attempts in girls 12 to 17 have gone up 50% from 2019 to 2021. These are big changes pushed by COVID policies. Kids spend more time at home with not much to do except get on the devices and screens. Second, we are not doctors or psychiatrists. Let's be clear about who we are and what we can do. We provide information, opinion, and context, access to some of the latest research, and we describe how others are having success or failing to help their kids and loved ones. Our big questions are, what are the problems, what works, and what doesn't work? And we put it all together in an organized way. If someone in your family is having a medical or psychiatric emergency, seek professional help right away. We hope to help you stop the worst effects before it gets to an emergency level. I have a degree in psychology, 2 master's degrees focused on Asia, and worked in technology education since the mid-1990s in the United States and 10 Asian countries. I worked for the largest tech education company in the world. I managed schools and training organizations that trained a generation of talent in the workforce, at the college level and at the K-12 level in technology, business, and foreign language skills. Over 3 million people in the US, Asia, and Europe have studied the materials I wrote in textbooks, certification programs, online learning, or mobile services. A single mobile service I developed and launched had 1.2 million subscribers in Asia in the mid-2000s. So if you include the time that I introduced QR codes to China Mobile and they used them as a payment system throughout the country, then we can say my work impacted 900 million people. My co-author, Linda, impacted even more. She was one of the first top managers in China Mobile. Her BS degree is in wireless telecommunications from one of China's best schools. She led a team that launched MMS service to over 10 million subscribers in China and rolled out the tech that connected the internet to 900 million mobile phone subscribers. Game and internet addiction is 3 or 4 times larger in China than in the USA. There are some reasons for this, which we will talk about in this course, but the result is that we saw the problems now growing in the USA earlier and more severe in China, and we worked on them years before most people in the USA saw them at scale here. Our courses were in Asia early. They helped a lot of families. Now we bring an updated version with the latest research to you. Many parenting courses are 5 or 10 years old, pre-COVID. They just can't keep up with what is happening right now, and we do. So that is what we are all about and who we are. This is the overview for the whole course, so we will spend a little time to talk about big ideas here and go into detail in each module and topic later. One more note is that our course is on a drip schedule. You can access 1 module per day after you start. And we do this because this course has many important ideas that may change the way you manage your family. We hope you will think and talk about them with your spouse or partner, or even get some perspective from the grandparents. They are wiser than many of us think, and you are their kids. So they did this before too, just without the internet and COVID as much. So let's get the OGs some respect. They raised you. Module 2 of this course talks about the wrong love approach and game addiction. How do parents feel when their kids are born and they first see this perfect little guy or girl, full of love for their kid and a desire to help that kid grow up to be a good, strong person in society? Along the road between when kids are born to when they leave the nest, it is common that parents take some wrong turns. There are 3 main ways we can see the wrong love approach from parents to kids: in spoiled love, lack of love, and in blind love. All 3 of these can push kids who would normally be okay into addiction. The good news is that it's never too late to fix it. Parents can get back on the right love approach if they try. Module 3 of this course talks about the right love approach for healthy families. We parents want to give kids the best start to their life that we can, right? Module 2 was about the wrong love approach. This Module 3 is about the right love approaches. What are some of the best practices for helping kids grow up to be healthy, happy, positive people today and tomorrow? Parents' actions are motivated by love for their kids. So we go over some of the different kinds of love and how they affect kids here. We focus on one life to another love, equal love, acceptance love, received love, and shaping love, ideas and strategies. Each one has a name. We'll explain them in detail. In Module 4, we talk about trusting and building up our kids. Kids know what we think about them, right? We telegraph this in 100 ways with our body language, tone of voice, word choice, etc. Kids know if we trust them. You know best what your kids can handle, but we think trusting your kids to do things is key for their psychological well-being. Trusted kids feel confident, which leads to them being able to handle more. And one last key point is that kids grow fast. We need to keep up with their development and trust them with things they couldn't handle before as soon as they can handle them. Trust opens the door to kids' hearts, and this module reviews how we can express it better to get better behavior from our kids. Module 5 of this course talks about your parenting style and social media. This is a half fun and half serious look at a real problem. Every person has a personality type, both parents and kids. We define these as wolf, buffalo, beaver, hummingbird, and chameleon styles. Parents are in contact with kids for many, many years. So does your parenting style match up with your kids? If not, there is friction. Friction may lead to kids' withdrawal or depression, leading to increased screen time. Should the other parent or someone else work with the kid in the area where your styles don't match? If you always have a battle with your kid over homework, is there anyone else with a different style that can get them to do it without the battle? Let's try that. We introduce the styles and personalities for our totems and describe them in other popular personality styles like Myers-Briggs and the DISC color system for reference. Module 6 of this course talks about parenting do's and parenting don't do's and internet addiction. In general, we start by saying that you should look at yourself. Then, take a big breath, hold it, and let it out slowly. One way to change your kid's behavior is to change your own focus and attitude towards your kid. Yes, you are frustrated. Yes, the kid is annoying you with something. But if you don't change your focus and turn the love volume up, what will change? Love is our most powerful weapon in our fight to raise good kids. Kids do love parents, and their love is unlimited. So turn your love volume up, and you will see results. Module 7 of this course is about appreciating your kids. Do you appreciate your kids? If not, you will often feel unhappy when they make mistakes and don't do everything exactly how you want them to do it. Do they have bad points? Sure, hundreds. What we teach is to focus on the good points and amplify those. It may take some time to think of good points if you are frustrated with a bad behavior they are showing now, but they have good points. Find them with a microscope, appreciate them with written notes, and build up your kids' self-worth with the strategies in this module. Kids with high self-esteem are hard targets for the technologies that prey on weaker kids. Module 8 of this course talks about our Pocarews 6-step method for solving most kids' problems. If you have a problem with your kid, or more than one, have not figured it out yet, try this method. It works in general for many situations. And if you use it over time, it can become a healthy format for interaction between you and your kids. You will get to know it and look forward to working things out in this way. Our 6 steps are accepting your kid, working through negative emotions, hearing your kid, kids venting their emotions, choosing next steps, and follow-up and adjustment. These 6 steps work in most situations. Try them. If you use them and get results, they alone are worth the price of our course. They are the foundation of our system. Module 9 of this course talks about healthy screen time and unhealthy game and internet addiction. These have direct physical and psychological effects on kids that are becoming clear in recent research. As computers, mobile devices, and phones have become more powerful and widely used, we have all come to rely on them more for gaming and apps, communications, learning, and work. There are some who don't use technology, but most people in the world are on screens more and more, not less. This was a natural trend that COVID accelerated. Screen time for kids has doubled from around 3.5 hours per day in 2019 to over 7 hours per day at the end of 2021. This does not include school use. Internet addiction in kids and adults has grown, and it has root causes. We researched the best methods to get healthy screen time in the US, Europe, and Asia, where game and internet addiction have hit hard. Using our methods, you can reduce your kids' addiction to screens and help get them back to a balanced and more healthy screen time. When we found people got in accidents with cars and they pollute, those are bad effects of a good technology, we didn't quit cars. We learned to use seat belts and are changing to EVs. We are not going to quit technology. We are going to learn how to use it better and more responsibly. Module 10 of this course talks about rebellion. All kids rebel against their parents at a few times when they are growing up. It is a natural and necessary process driven by kids' physical and psychological development to become their own person, independent of you. Don't take it personally. They probably will still love you when it's over, no matter what they are saying now. Rebellion can be a temporary driver of game and internet addiction. Sometimes it lasts and sometimes it doesn't. Rebellious activities in kids are standard at ages around 3, 10, and 18. It often seems you are talking to 2 people, the younger version that loves you and the one going through a rebellious stage that doesn't want to be near you and does whatever you or others tell them not to do. Some kids are more creative at causing rebellion problems for their parents and family, but with a little knowledge and preparation you can defuse most of these. We give you the common rebellion roadmap for most kids and show you how to solve most common problems. Module 11 of this course talks about kids in school in 2022. School in 2022 is different from 2019, 2020, and even last year. Kids are showing the effects. Kids may be just tired from a schoolwork sprint like exam week, in which case they just need a break. They may also be challenged by the content of what they are learning. School is hard for all kids sometimes, and for some kids all the time. They may be challenged by a person too, like a teacher, or a situation like a photo or video of them that got out that they wish had not. Kids, like all people, pursue happiness and escape pain. Kids may be escaping into games, apps, or internet addiction. In that case, school is one of the things they are usually escaping from. School is a source of many new ideas from teachers and words and behaviors from peers. Parents need to make family a safe place for kids no matter what has happened at school. So we focus on this problem in this module. Module 12 of this course talks about kids' relationships and early love. This is a complicated subject that many kids and parents often have trouble with, but that kids really need parents' help and advice with. New technologies have put many new spins on old problems that parents should be aware of. Normal friendships with peers are part of every kid's experience that they have been enjoying since they were toddlers. Frenemies also start to appear as kids start to compete in elementary and high school. Sometimes friends, sometimes competition, these relationships can be confusing to kids and a minefield on social media. When kids hit their first romantic love episode, it can change everything about their participation in school and family life and their screen time. Heterosexual love is something that parents have experience with. Common problems here relate to body image, personal style, and identity, and these are all amplified by social media. Same-sex love problems can also be very complicated and really confusing for kids. They will need parents' support through all of the problems mentioned here and more mentioned in the module content. Remember, kids are our next generation. They will choose their own partners in life after they leave us, but they need our support to get established as healthy, independent adults before they head out the door. Please go to Pocarews.com for more info and to sign up for the course.